Leo nina furaha kubwa, Your Excellency, kupata nafasi kama hii kufungua a specialized lab like this. It's been a long journey. We started this almost a year ago when JKU Art came to partner with the county government and told us that they could actually bring this kind of technology to Mombasa. And we welcomed the idea. We are glad to have the Belgium government support us in ensuring that we provide quality services to the mwananchi. Maabara hii kusema kweli itaweza kupeleka specialized services to the community. Tutaweza kuleta mapimo kama ya paka COVID, tutaweza kupimwa hapo, ukimwi, ikiwa ni TB, zote zinaweza kupima. Maabara hii si lazima itumie umeme. Hata ukienda nayo Mwakirunge, iko na power backup, iko na panel. Maabara hii imekuja na mashini ya kupeana services tofauti tofauti, from biochemistry to hematology to microbiology, na hiyo inatusaidia kama county kupeleka mbele matibabu ya afya. Surveillance activities for vaccine delivery, they can also be used for quality diagnosis, and they've been used for training of local teams. Kama sahi, Your Excellency, there's a team that has been trained of clinical officers and lab technologists to handle these sophisticated machines so that we're able to provide these services. But kusema mheshimiwa ni kwa kuwa hawa ni human resource tumetoa from our facilities. So we probably will need your support to sustain these services. We also receive commodities which came with the van that will run the services. But again, we need sustainability to ensure that the services continue. The aim of this mobile is to ensure that we improve on access, the quality of results, accuracy, the biosafety, surge capacity and clinical decongestions of the hospitals, accurate diagnosis and capacity to our workforce. Your Excellency, the partners who are here, who have made this possible, this is a great honor to our county and a milestone to the lab fraternity. I'm sure watu wa lab leo wamefurahi. Hebu semeni basi, onyesheni. Hawa ndio wanaoendesha maabara Mombasa na leo wanafuraha kupata technology kama hii kuwezesha wao kupeana services to the community. With all that said, Bwana Governor, asante to be here with us to make this day a success. I would like to call upon our Chief Officer, Karibu, Chief Pauline.
Excellency the Governor, Sharif Nasir, the Belgium team led by the Honorary Council, JQuat team led by the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor. We have the CHMT members, Sub-County HMT, I'm seeing the Sub-County Administration, Ward Administration, our lab technologists, and our community health volunteers ambao wako hapa. Leo hii ni furaha kubwa sana. Najihisi ni kama nilikuwa na mimba ya miezi 9 na imefika ile wakati wa kujifungua, mtoto amefika. Na kwa bahati mzuri tumemzaa, ametoka akiwa anapumua. Wale wahudumu wa afya wanasema 10/10, kumaanisha anapumua, anaweza nyonya, anaweza fanya kila kitu mwenyewe, si ndio? So it's a very, very special day for us, Your Excellency. This journey started a year ago. JQuat team knocked the door and we opened our doors. And I know one of the things that we are so passionate about, that we are also handling as health task for a fact that you're going to get good numbers. Kwa sababu kwa mtaa pale, our community health volunteers ndo naitwa madaktari. People trust them. And true to my word and what we had preempted, we've seen the numbers coming through. This mobile laboratory is going to help us strengthen the preventive aspect of primary health care, because we'll be going around the community, we'll doing the real testing and giving results on time. So based on that, we'll be able to identify problems before they erupt. So we really appreciate those who thought of us as Mombasa to have this noble investment in this county. It's not cheap. And we really appreciate, through your leadership, Excellency, we are really hoping that people will now still start realizing the fruits of investment on primary healthcare system. So without saying so much, allow me to invite Professor Karanja from JQuat to speak. Asanteni.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Mombasa County, Your Excellency, member of the Diplomatic Corps from Belgium, honorable members of the County Assembly, and especially members that are here, our lab professionals that are here, and also the CHVs, whom we are very, very proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Your Excellency, today marks a very, very important day in this journey for making sure that we bring diagnostics close to the people. Your Excellency, allow me just to say a few words, one of which is the fact that precision medicine, medicine where you treat by knowing where the problem is something that improves health outcomes among our people. Precision medicine is dependent mainly on healthcare or health professionals, the right human resource for health, but also importantly on the equipment that are geared towards diagnostic services. We realize this, that if you already know what the problem is, then 50% of the problem is sorted out. The other thing to note is this: with all the importance of diagnostics being highlighted, 2 to 3% of healthcare spending is the only amount of money that is dedicated to diagnostics globally. So we can see that there is very, very limited investment in diagnostics. Now, our community members, and especially people who come from rural setups, have a problem in accessing diagnostics and therefore quality of care. If we are able to bridge the service distances and also reduce the turnaround time with which people get tested and they receive their results, then clinical decisions will be made timely. And this is what the Bioneer presents for us today. An opportunity of bringing services to the people, and the fact that we are able to reduce the turnaround time for results, and we are able to network samples using various methods of sample delivery to this very important gadget here, the important Bioneer. Your Excellency, allow me to say that, as the director said, Dr. Salma said, the spectrum of tests in the Bioneer are such that they encompass routine tests, routine diagnostic tests, and also disease surveillance diagnostic services. And these disease surveillance services will include, for example, COVID, which is very important. It has the capacity of even doing Ebola. It has the capacity of doing chikungunya for dengue, and we know that Mombasa is actually now endemic for dengue fever. So this is a very, very, very important lab. For us to start, we did do a very, very quick appraisal of the diagnostic capacity of health facilities within Mombasa County. We were able to identify the unmet needs, and this is why we are here today, bridging that gap. Without preempting what the other team members are going to say, in this Bioneer, our solution, and we are saying Bioneer Mobile Laboratory Solution, we are able to undertake routine and surveillance services here, and eventually we hope that we will be able to improve health outcomes among our people. But more importantly, it is important to introduce a service. However, it is also important to think about sustainability. So it is important as we go forward, we identify those activities that can be able to sustain such a service. One of which is this: there are paid up services by within the county. Those paid up services would be important to continue. There are those that are given for free. The mobile lab should be able to give that, and especially, for example, for TB, for HIV, for the services that are given for free. But then we can deploy this mobile lab to areas where we have generation of resources, like, for example, within the food industry, within the hospitality industry, where we can give certification within industries, within port health services. So it is important because this is a mobile equipment. It can be able to generate resources going forward for purposes of sustainability. This pilot of 3 months is going to be important in showcasing what this Bioneer has capacity and functionalities for, so that we can think about scale up nationally. Your Excellency, allow me to stop there, and thank you for gracing this occasion. But before I leave, if I may beg, allow me just to ask the team of DHAC to stand so that they can wave, because they might not have the chance. They are the implementers. DHAC team, please stand quickly. They are representing the DHAC. Allow me to, we are working very closely with the Price and Care team. Steve and Aurelie, just to wave for the people to know that that's the team we are working with from Belgium. And we are very, very happy about the support we have received from the county. Your Excellency, thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. Aurelia traveled all the way from Belgium to attend this function. So with that, I'll give her a microphone to say a few words, if you allow me, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency the Governor, Your Excellency Honorary Consul of Belgium, honorable members of the County Assembly, Executive Director of Finance and Chancellor of GQuad, Vice Chancellor of GQuad, staff of the Department of Health of Mombasa County. On behalf of Praise and Care, I would like to express my gratitude to His Excellency the Governor for hosting us and making this beautiful event possible. My special thanks also to FIND, who beyond funding the Bioneer and its operational expenses has provided assistance and continued support for the country implementation. I would also like to show my appreciation for the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, that is our academic partner and has been guiding this effort since the start. It is an honor to be here and work with all of you. The success of this initiative depends on these strong regional partners with two-way collaborations and investments that are key to strengthen health security. We believe technology and innovation are only successful when they reach the populations that need it most and make a long-lasting impact. Partners should collaborate in a spirit of co-creation and co-management like today. This launch happens at a timely moment where the world is still grappling with COVID and a shift it has caused globally. This pandemic, but also recent regional epidemics of dengue and cholera, emphasize the need to focus on building strong and resilient health systems. Diagnosis is critical in our common goal to achieve universal health coverage. By reinforcing local capacities that goes beyond investing exclusively in infrastructure, but also focusing on training local healthcare workers, we ensure the solution becomes a sustainable part of the country's health system. Illness is universal and access to healthcare is not. This adage is what prompted us to start this presence initiative. Based on field observation in West Africa during the 2014-2016 Ebola epidemic,
Our founder, Dr. Rudy Powells, identified the gaps and needs for rapid and easy-to-use diagnostics close to the affected communities. Presence was founded with a mission to develop mobile laboratories called Bioneers, all-terrain, truck-based, autonomous biosafety labs able to provide access to quality health programs to patients in hard-to-reach regions. The name of our Belgian-based entity, Presence, is based on the Latin-derived word presence and means being here now, making an impact. This is exactly what has been driving our initiative in the past 6 years. We have leveraged insights and proved our raison d'être through our impactful initiative in Senegal. Indeed, we're building on our first success story in Senegal in collaboration with the Institut Pasteur de Dakar, where the mobile app has proven to have played an instrumental role in controlling several dengue epidemics, and most recently COVID-19, and is still working in perfect condition for the past 4 years. Let me share an interesting figure with you. One mobile app in the country was able to test 10% of total positive cases on a national level. The reason we are gathered here today is to celebrate the launch of the Bioneer, to support routine and surveillance diagnostic services in Mombasa County, which directly endorses the county health sector's strategic and investment plan. The Bioneer that you see over there is a third-generation mobile app that uses an all-terrain vehicle, which is ecologists, lab technicians, epidemiologists, health professionals, drivers, and coordinators have been put together by the county health management teams. This project also proves that innovation and high-tech solutions should be operated and maintained by local experts. It is our hope that this will be an impulse for wider deployments and use cases in the country. In the past few months, we had to overcome quite some administrative and technical challenges, but I'm pleased now to announce that our Bioneer is ready to be flagged off and the dedicated teams are eager to start field deployments. Again, I would like to thank everyone who was involved in this effort so far for their commitment. We're looking forward to the continuation of this journey, a scientific, technological, medical, but above all, human adventure. Together, we can reimagine the way in which healthcare can be provided to patients that need it most and leave no one behind. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Aurelia. So allow me to invite Vice Chancellor JQuat, Professor Victoria. Mombasa County CEC is present, Find Kenya staff, JKUAT Digital Health Applied Research Center members, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to join you today as we launch the Bioneer mobile laboratory geared towards supporting diagnostic services in Mombasa County. Let me begin by thanking the Ministry of Health Kenya, Foundation for Innovative New Diagnostics, FIND, Mombasa County Government, Presence Care, and the JKUAT Digital Health Applied Research Center for making this initiative come to fruition. The launch comes at a time when few people in disadvantaged communities struggle with access to quality medical, surgical, and diagnostic services. Despite an increase in health spending, access to good quality care is limited as most funding has been targeted toward the treatment of specific diseases rather than improving overall health systems and services. It is gratifying to know that the mobile laboratory being launched here today to support routine and surveillance diagnostic services in the country will also ensure that our medical decisions are not only based on clinical judgment, but also exploit the full potential
of laboratory services. Your Excellency, sir, it gives me great pleasure to know that the Pioneer Mobile Laboratory will strategically support the Mombasa County health sector. Investment plan by complementing, strengthening, and enhancing the current laboratory diagnostic services capacity offered in the county. If optimally utilized, I'm confident that it will, among other things, increase the laboratory diagnostic testing capacity of the county, increase the utilization of mobile laboratory diagnostic services, decrease the turnaround time in communicating the laboratory test results, provide opportunities for mobile teaching platforms through regular on-site training to build proficiency in core capacity and maintain core skills in laboratory diagnostic services. As a pilot program, the launch enhances the development of a business model for the Presence Mobile Laboratory Services, Pioneer, for sustainability of mobile laboratory diagnostic services in Kenya. Your Excellency, sir, the JKUAT Digital Health Applied Research Center, DHARC, under the leadership of Principal Investigator Professor Simon Karanja, strives to proactively advance the national agenda on strengthening health systems and services to attain universal health care. I'm glad to inform you that DARC, in partnership with Find Kenya and the Ministry of Health, have carried out health initiatives across the country in a bid to inform policy and decision-making on diagnostic services in Kenya. For instance, mid this year, funded by Find and supported by the Ministry of Health, the center mapped out 30 testing services across all 6 levels of Kisumu and Nyeri counties to identify gaps and opportunities to strengthen services and improve access to quality health care. I'm sure that the findings from the project informed decision-making processes and helped the optimization of diagnostic services for material and child health in Kenya to achieve universal health coverage. As I conclude, I once again want to show appreciation to the Ministry of Health Kenya, Find, Mombasa County Government, Presence Care, and the JKUR DAC for your various role in ensuring that routine and surveillance diagnostic services are supported in Mombasa County. I encourage you to maintain these efforts so that we can increase the utilization of mobile laboratory diagnostic services capacity and decrease turnaround time in communicating laboratory test results, not only in Mombasa County, but also across the whole country. I thank you all, and God bless you.
Your Excellency, allow me to invite His Excellency Louis Derrick, Honorary Consul for Belgium.
Your Excellency the Governor, distinguished guests, Mambibi Mabawana, Hamjambo. For me, I don't have a lot of words. Just to say, I've been in the health sector in this area of the coast of Kenya for quite a long time. I've arrived here in 2004, and I've worked in such clinics as Ganjoni Clinic nearby, Coast General Hospital, Chani, over there. And for me, a lab like this is a wonder, a fantastic quality tool that is a gift, a zawadi, for the county of Mombasa. And it is really great to see that it is deployed now here. And I am sure that the health sector here will make the best use of it. And it goes, as has been said by other speakers, it goes over many different possibilities. There is the emergency care. When there's an epidemic that strikes somewhere, hopefully not like in Uganda, Ebola, but there might be something similar that comes out of the wildlife and that strikes people. And at that time, you have a fantastic tool. There are also old diseases that are making a comeback. I'm talking about TB. I'm talking about even polio, where there is a possibility that it has been completely eradicated, but there is a possibility that there are some areas, even of Kenya, where this disease, this dreadful disease of polio, is still remaining. And then there are the known. See that this tool is now here, that there is a biolab here. In the news last week, there was the news that for the Ukraine government, which is in a war with Russia, there have been two of the similar vehicles, but then the military version, which is not so different, I believe. There have been two of those labs donated to Ukraine to help them in their effort to maintain a good health in the difficult situation of war that they are experiencing. And this was a very, very thoughtful help to the Ukrainian people at this moment. So this is a very state-of-the-art quality tool. I am very proud for Belgium that this has come here.
Excellency, allow me to invite Chancellor JQuat, Professor Matthew, before I hand over to Chief of Staff.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Mombasa, Sharif Nasil, the Vice Chancellor of JQuat, Professor Ngumi, Your Excellency, the Honorary Council of Belgium, the members of the County Assembly represented here today, the DHAC team, our partners from Presence Care, all the health personnel from the Ministry of Health, community health volunteers, all protocols observed. Your Excellency, the Governor, it gives me great pleasure to be here today to witness the launch of this mobile laboratory. And I'm indeed very grateful that you found time to be with us. This is an indication of the importance with which you value healthcare. Allow me to say a few words about the Foundation for Innovative New Diagnostics, or FIND. Ours is a global diagnostic alliance that coordinates partnerships between communities, countries, academic organizations, diagnostic companies, ministries of health, to ensure that the distance that people will have to travel to be tested will be reduced by this mobile laboratory. Your Excellency, the choice of Mombasa was not by accident. And I was actually wondering, Mombasa County is 001. because this is a pilot and it is a journey that we are starting. If it is successful, and we know it is going to be successful because we have seen the partnership that JQuat and Ministry of Health of Mombasa County has, then it will be rolled out to other counties as we go along. This is not the only project that JQuat and the Ministry of Health County of Mombasa are implementing. There are 3 others. And one of those, Your Excellency, that is also quite exciting is one that is being implemented by county community health volunteers in Mombasa County. There are 200 of them that are implementing this with JQuat, and I want to applaud that effort. So indeed, we are quite confident that it is going to be successful, and that is why we are very supportive. You see us, Your Excellency, it is quite rare that the Chancellor of JQuat and the Vice Chancellor would be at the same event, unless it is a graduation ceremony. But here we are, just an indication of the value in which we give the collaboration between JQuat and the County of Mombasa. We appreciate and applaud the partnership that has been created between FIND and Presence Care. We applaud the partnership that is also extended to the Belgian government. And it's because for FIND, we are not a donor. We may have contributed to what is happening with the mobile laboratory. But what is important to us is the partnership. We work together. We put resources. We just had the County of Mombasa has contributed human resources. There are other resources they are going to contribute. Presence Care has made contributions. The Belgian government has made contributions. We walk that journey together. If we are successful, we celebrate together. If there are challenges, we find ways of addressing them together. And that is why I love the partnership that we have. With those few remarks, Your Excellency, I thank you.
Your Excellency, allow me to invite the Vice Chancellor to present a gift hamper from JQuat.
Aya, kabla niko na ndugu yangu hapa, au sio? Ugutu, huyu ni mwenyekiti wa kamati ya afya katika baraza letu la Mombasa. Nataka nimpatie fursa na yaweze kuzungumza mawili matatu. Karibu.
Asante sana Bwana Governor. Your Excellency the Governor, Chief Public Health, all protocols observed. Mabibi na mabwana, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Mine will be so brief. First of all, to thank you, Your Excellency, for this milestone. It is barely, it is less than 100 days in office, and we are seeing such big fruits. It means that you are up and equal to the task, and we thank you for that. For the Department of Health, we also want to congratulate you. You're working around the clock to ensure that whenever issues of health are mentioned, Mombasa County becomes 001. And to our development partners, we also want to thank you and maybe plead with you that whenever you hear of such important and big projects like this, you think of Mombasa. We are ready to work and ensure that our people are well served. Thank you, and may God bless you. Do you?
Haya, hamjambo tena. Salamu alaikum. Mungu yu mwema na kila wakati. To our guests, allow me just to briefly speak first in Kiswahili so that the targeted audience can be able to understand, and not just words, but listen to me with their heart as well. Hamjambo tena. Kwanza kuweza kuchukua fursa za dhati kuweza kuwakaribisha wageni wetu wale ambao kwamba wako hapa kutoka Presence Care, Madam Aurelia na timu yake, pia vile vile kutoka JKUAT wakiongozwa na Vice Chancellor wetu Professor Victoria Ngumi, na pia vile vile kutoka JKUAT Chancellor Professor Matthew, na pia vile vile kutoa shukrani za dhati kwa County Assembly ikiweza kuwakilishwa na ndugu yetu Gutu yuko hapa. Nilikuwa na simu na speaker wa County Assembly, ako safari lakini alikuwa awe na sisi leo. Na muhimu zaidi, wafanyakazi wetu tunawaenzi wa County ya Mombasa. Haya yote hataweza kufanyika bila yenu nyinyi. Sasa mimi nataka kuzungumza mambo matatu manne. La kwanza, ili liwaguse wale wafanyakazi wetu, kwa sababu najua ile kazi mnaofanya si rahisi. Najua kazi mnaoifanya ni ngumu. Najua kazi mnaoifanya ni kazi ambayo kwamba ni ya kujitolea. Panapo majaliwa, katika uwanja huu, ardhi hii, Mungu ajalie kuwe kuna hewa namna hii, chini ya siku 100 za Abdulswamad Sharif Nasir kuweza kuchaguliwa kama gavana, nitaweka mkataba na mashirika ya kifedha ili mambo ya mishahara yawe ni mambo ya bye ya kusahau tuwe hatuna tena. Niko na siku 87 leo. Kwa hivyo katika mpangilio wangu nimebakisha siku 13 kumaliza ahadi yangu niweze kuiweka hiyo. Tukimaliza hayo, ya pili itakayofanyika ni lazima kuweze kufanywa human resource audit. Tuweze kujua wale ambao kwamba tulioajiri, isiwe wengine wanafanya kazi zaidi kuliko wengine. Haiwezekani ya kwa watu wengine wanafanya kazi wanatoka kijasho, tunajua wako wapi, wanaenda kushika watu ambao kwamba wamejiexpose huko nje, kisha kuna wengine hatujui wako wapi, sio? So it is only right, ikiwa serikali ya county italipa nusu bilioni takriban kila mwezi, ijue ile nusu bilioni yomlipa nani na nani. So we are going to have a proper human resource audit ambayo kwamba itakuwa ni yenye kuelezea tu. Na nikimaliza hapo, tutatengeza supplementary budget yetu. Instructions zile nazitoa wakati wa kutengeza supplementary budget. Ahadi nilichukua kwa hawa CHWs. Nikisota ya mishahara, natengeza supplementary budget. Nataka CHWs waweze kupatiwa stipend kila mwisho wa mwezi kama ahadi niliyochukua. Na pesa itapatikana. kwa sababu nusu bilioni tujue kwanza nani na nani anayelipwa, sio? Sijekaa tumeweza kulipa. Mimi nina imani ya kwa watu wako, nina imani ya kuwa kama vile nilivyosikia hapa director na chief officer wamezungumza ya kwa hawa watakaoingia katika maabara hii ambayo kwamba ni ya kuzunguka wametolewa katika facilities. So we will need to hire people. But before we hire, before we do anything else, ni lazima tujue wale ambao kwamba tuko nao, je, ni watu ambao wanaenda kazini ama ikawa ni mambo ya kutegeana hapa, sio? Ili msiumie nyinyi. Na pia nimetoa amri. Hii ni jambo ambalo kwamba hata nilipokuwa nikikaa chini nikiwa naangalia ile finance bill na hawa wakurugenzi wa afya walikuwa na wasiwasi. Lakini nimetoa amri pesa ya fedha, ile fedha ya afya iwe ring fenced. Yamaanisha pesa ya afya iregee kwa department ya afya. Tusiwe na mambo ya Abdulswamad hivi aje, binadamu ni binadamu. Aje tu mara tu uje kuona pesa zinaingia ukaanza kusema kwa tuanze kutengeza tournament ya mpira. Tournament ya mpira pesa itoke kwingine. Hapa pesa ya afya iregee kwa upande wa afya. Na katika zile sheria ugutu zitakazoweza kuletwa kwenu, tayari nimeongea na county attorney, tumeongea na Amref waweze kuitengeza ili ije kwenu muweze kuipitisha. Pesa zikiingia from level 1 onwards, pesa zote ziwe ring fenced. Pesa ambayo kwamba ni ya health inspection ziwe ring fenced baadhi yake, ili pesa ile iweze kutumika tena na tena na tena katika department hii. Tumeelewana, sio? Sasa nipeni